Right, afternoon all. So I'm a bit half naked. It is so hot in here. I'm sweating like a pig again. Let me just put a t-shirt on quickly so I don't get any complaints from any women. Not that'd happen anyway. It's just a quick one. Let you know what's going on. Right, so today I went back up to CEX because I left some stuff up there yesterday for them to value. I don't know what's wrong with them guys. I tell you, every controller I've taken up there, they reject. Every controller, they rejected them. And I know one of them was working perfectly okay because it was a brand new box one. I took it out of the box and I thought I see what they say, and apparently they didn't take it. It was either one of them was either there's a slight issue with the control. One of them apparently had a sticky X key, which was one of the PlayStation ones. Another one had a slight weave or going across it, it's I don't know what they're going on about, but I don't know what's wrong with my camera today. It keeps like jumping about, so apologies about that. So anyway, I'll give you a quick rundown on what I can't tell you exactly what I took up there, but I can tell you what credits I had and how much extra I put towards it. So I had £190 credit from a couple of weeks ago, a £14 credit, a £12 credit. The 191 was like made up by several credits. I asked him like, I don't want to like have too many bits of paper in my wallet. Can you like make it into one, which he did do. So that's the 190 pound credit. I had a £14 credit and a £12 credit earlier in the week, and today I had a £146 credit, and that covered for a generic 7-inch portable DVD player, grade B, when it wasn't. That's practically brand new. I will give you the phone details in a minute because that pissed me right off. But I couldn't really do much about it. 2 DS lights, £30 each, and I did buy new charging cables for those. The Hawaii P Lite dual SIM, 4 gig plus 128 gig, Midnight Black EE. They put down as a grade B. Now that had on there the original protector still. All like the phone had been used, yeah, but I've always kept the protectors on my phones. Even this one that I've been using over a year, it's still got the protectors on the front and back. The guy who looked at it yesterday goes, "Oh, can I take the protector off?" I said, "Well, yeah, if you need to." I should have said no because like when I went up there, I said how much, and he goes £146. There was a few rejections, which were the 3 controllers. But when I looked at the receipt, they only gave me for the phone £66. And I said to him, hang on a minute, the guy told me yesterday I'd get about 90 quid for that. Well, I don't know because he's not here, but it could be 2 issues. Either it's got scratches on it. I said, no, it's got no scratches because it's always been in the case. And he had protector screens on it still yesterday. He took one off. And he said, well, maybe there's a little bit of wear, so that's the problem, like even a little bit of wear can knock the price down. So I wasn't too happy about that because one minute I'm being told £98, next minute's been like £73, the next minute's like back up to £93, then it's down to £66. Oh, I should have said no, fuck it, give me the phone back, kind of thing. But I didn't really, I wasn't really using it. It's sitting on the side most of the time, doing nothing. I know I could have got a lot more for it, but I really want to get my Xbox today if possible. So I paid out in total of they don't give me the total of all the credits. It just says £190, 82p credit, £14.40 credit, £12 credit, and £146 credit. So that's like let's try to work that out. 200 and 300 and 30, 40, 50, about 360 in credit. I could have probably got more credit, but I'm just too exhausted digging shit out for Living. So, you know, I thought what I'm going to do is put a little bit, you know, cash towards it this time round. And if I do come across stuff, then I can always get games for it later on. I think I've only got one game, which I can't even remember what I've done with for the Xbox X. And I picked up a card boot for. Oh, no, actually, I bought it from CX at Croydon. I thought it was an Xbox One, Xbox X game, but when I got it home, it's actually said Xbox X on it. So I thought, well, I ain't going to bother taking it back. You know, I'll keep it because I ain't going to get an Xbox X later on anyway. So where the game went, I don't know. But that's the only game I've got, and I can't even remember what the game's called. Then I had a unboxed one, two unboxed ones, £410, but you can see a few scratches on that one. Another one which was £420, and that air looked pretty good condition actually. Couldn't see any marks on it at all. But I was thinking, like, you know, if I buy one that goes wrong, you know, I don't want to have that issue of taking it up and scratching it and making marks on it, you know, kind of thing. I want to try and keep the Xbox nice and clean if possible. So I asked them how much a box one is, and they said £435. So I decided to go with a box one. So I paid about 316 credit, and I think about £76 in my card, on my card, credit card. So I've got it here. The guy's a really fucking idiot too, man. He couldn't even fucking put it in the box properly. He had to ask his other mate, like, how do I put this in the box? And I'm looking at him, I thought, he can't even fucking put an Xbox back into an original box. Jesus. Then he was trying to close the box, and he was trying to put the box lid inside, which you want to do because the box lid was bigger than what it's supposed to be. So there it is. There's the new Xbox. The power of your dreams. The box is in pretty good condition. You know, a few marks, but nothing major. Right, so you put these little sticky tabs on, which I want to happy about in case they actually caused any damage to the box. Put one on one side, but I didn't put one on the other side. But I put one on the back, which was pointless because there's a tape on the back, which you use to hold the back on. Being this bit of tape. Right. I said, is there any scratches or marks on that? He goes, can't see none, but there is quite a lot down the bottom. And there's a bit of rust or something down there. It's heavier than I expected to be, actually. So you got two USB ports, HDMI port, and a plug port. No, it's not in bad condition. I just want to make sure it hasn't been opened in any way. I think if you have to open it, you have to take that seal off. Yeah, there's a screw there, I think. So there's the Xbox. Power button. Got one USB adapter there. Phone. This has got protection on phone. So if I have any problem with it, I'm going to have to take it back. I just hope I don't have any problem with it. The only thing is, there's no manuals in it at all. Comes with a shitty HDMI cable, which I will not use. I'll be using my own HDMI cable. Comes with the power plug, which is, one of these normal basic ones, and a Xbox controller, which is in pretty good nick. No batteries, but never mind. I'm going to get some batteries for that now. Yeah. So the HDMI cable, I'm not even going to bother using. And go back in the box. I wish that there was a manual there, but there weren't none. No, the manual isn't important, but I'd like to have had a manual if possible. I think it would have probably bumped up the value a little bit more if I decided to get rid of it. So that's the box. 1 terabyte SSD, Series X. And I hope to start getting some games on the X series later. So I'm going to find batteries for this. I have got a cable I could probably use for now. I don't really like them wired any Wi-Fi anyway, 'cause I tend to find that when using Wi-Fi ones, the Wi-Fi tends to drop sometimes. So I'd rather use a wired one. I might not even use this one. I might go back onto this one. Use that. My Xbox One will be put away for now. Because I ain't going to need it anymore. It's going to be like a little kind of retirement. I've had it a few years. Needs a little bit of a clean up. It's done its duty. It was time to upgrade a little bit. No, I don't know why people are going a bit crazy over the new black version of the Xbox S, when the Xbox S is more powerful, I believe, than the Xbox S is. Unless the new Xbox S has a bit more oomph to it. I don't know. But I've got to keep the receipt in case of any issues. So they will go up in my drawer behind me. I just hope I ain't going to have any fucking issues with it. Because the last time I had an issue with a console was with my PlayStation 4. And they gave me a crappy generic controller, and with that I could not even get past the first setup option, and I had to take the whole lot back up. And he said, it's the joypad, and I had to buy a new joypad for it. They wouldn't give me one. they said, oh, the reason why you got the PlayStation 4 Pro for that price because we dumped in that, cheap joypad. I said, well, a bit stupid doing that in one way. You should have just kept the joypad out and put it up, put the price up. I probably would have still bought one for the £150 or whatever it was for the PlayStation 4 because it worked out a little bit more dearer to me by buying another controller. I still kept the old controller, the generic one, because it might be ideal for spare backup or something, that kind of thing. But if I bought a PlayStation 4 Pro with a proper controller, I would have got it for £150 anyway. But it worked out under £60 after buying the new second-hand controller for it. So, and I'm not even using that controller because I picked up another one exactly the same at a car boot fair the following day for £10. So, yeah. So, what I'm doing at the moment is download. Well, I'm kind of grabbing all the information on me placed on me Xbox One, my user account ID. I'm going to try to find out what games I've got installed. I ain't got that many installed actually. I've probably got about 4 or 5 installed at the moment, but now I've got a bigger hard drive, I can start installing more stuff a bit later on. It's going to take me a while to install Call of the Wild and Call of Duty World War II as it is. That might take all day as it is, I don't know. Depends on how quick it's going to be. Plus I've got to find somewhere how to put it somewhere because at the moment my Xbox is there on top of this and I can't move this out of the way because I can't find the cable for it. It's just like wires from hell down here. This is my DVR. I need to get my DVR, but I might try to see if I can turn that sideways. That can be moved out of the way, my external hard drive. So, time I take that out of the way, I probably might have enough room for the Xbox X. I've got my other router there, and I've got my Android TV box there, which I don't need connected because this TV is an actual Android TV, and over there I've got an external hard drive connected to it. So that's what I need to do, is sort this crap out, and then put that new Xbox X there, and that can come off, and I'll have to store that somewhere. I don't have the original box for it. Never did get an original box for it. I think I actually got that from CEX as well, actually. Yeah, I think I got that from CEX. No, not CEX, Cash Converters. I think I got that from Cash Converters about 3 years ago. And it's still working pretty good. I've got it turned on at the moment because I've got to have me info on so I can get all my information. So, but yeah, I think I paid about £100 for that. So I don't know why they had it cheap at that time, but they had it discounted. All the other Xbox is like 120, 130, but I think I paid like £100 for that. Not sure the hard drive size in there either. I can't remember. Let me have a look. Hold on a minute. Let me just put the camera there for a minute. What's going on here? storage. Right, it's actually got 3 hard drives connected. The internal one, which is where it says like internal storage, 200 gig free of 365. Normal games are installed on that one. New volume 464 gig, and then I've got a 3.5 terabyte one. And there's nothing on those whatsoever. So those 2 external hard drives will go on the Xbox as well later on. Yeah, so really in total I've probably got about 4 terabytes of hard drive space, but when I'm moving around and things, like sometimes the hard drive falls off and unhooks itself from the cable, and sometimes it screws the hard drive up and I've got to format it. I know on one of them I used to keep all my videos, because at one time I did not know how to stream the Xbox either through my PC to stream through YouTube or any other way of doing it. What I used to do is I used to go into the settings and record the game from the Xbox settings, record the game, then when I finished recording it, I used to keep transferring it over from the hard drive onto the PC, copy the files over. Then I had to compress the files, because if it's like 100 gig, there's no way I would be able to upload that to YouTube. It would have taken forever. So I've got software that actually compresses it down to a smaller format. So if it's like a 50 gig video file and it was like 2 hours of gameplay, this software actually would compress it down to like 5 gig or 6 gig. So it's actually compressed it down from like 50 gig to 6 gig. And then I'd used to upload it, and then it used to be working fine all the time. But yeah, apparently there's supposed to be ways of downloading games onto an external hard drive and running them through that as well on your Xbox, but I don't know. And now they are doing a lot more digital downloads than anything else. But I really like to try to get the physical discs. Like I have in the past bought the game digitally downloaded, and then later, if I come across the game, I'd buy it on disc as well. Like with COD-WAW, I've got 2 versions, not the 2017, 2019. They both cost me about 30 quid each, but I actually downloaded the game through digital, and that cost me about 20 quid. Then you got all the DLCs as well, so you're talking about nearly £100, digital downloads or whatever, because each DLC is like £5.50. Then you've got the other DLCs like £3.50. They all build up. I'm only giving a rough idea how much. It might only be £70, but in £70, digital downloads, and you don't get them on discs. They might do an update version of Call of Wild on, PC, Xbox, PlayStation, where you get all the DLC, but then again, it's going to cost you, about 50, 60 quid for that game on the disc if they bring it out. So anyway, I thought I'd let you know that I've got it. Eventually, I've now got it. How much cash I've put towards it, as I say, I had to put like £76 towards it, because like me vouchers come up to like 360, and the total was 435. So I paid £76, towards it from my bank card. All the credits were from, car boot buys, and doing trade-ins, stuff I've had indoors, digging around looking for shit, which I don't really need anymore. A couple of Nintendo DS lights, you know, they took those, which was really surprising because one of them, when it turns on, it has like a little bit of a yellowing screen, but it kind of like alters itself afterwards. And I'm surprised they took that. I did take 3 of them. I said, you know, I want to keep one, so choose one, you know, choose the 2 and let me keep one. And he gave me the one back which had the it's got like a Pokemon sticker thing on it. So he goes, oh, we'll take that one back, you know. I don't think we both said like that, you know, so he took the other 2. Everything went through okay, apart from the 3 joysticks, and I know one of them joysticks was brand new from the box, which I bought, and they rejected it. It's either a crack on something, or one of the keys was stuck, or it's got like a slight hair when you're moving the controller. You know, if you're ever going to take controllers to CEX, try to find a way to make sure they work 100%, because otherwise they will not take them. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to go. Hopefully I'll have the Xbox up and running later on tonight, and you know, get all the games downloaded. I've only got a couple of games on here. I've got Call of the Wild, Midway, Hunting Simulator, Fishing Planet, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare's installed, Battle Station, Midway, Hunting Simulator, and that's it, because I think the other game, Call of Duty World War II, is on my PlayStation 4. So I've only got 5 games on here, and that won't take that long, I don't think, to download and install. But yeah, hope to start playing that again a bit later on. I am more interested in playing like Call of the Wild on PlayStation 4, so I can build up my levels and, you know, like the perks and stuff at the moment. But, you know, I didn't buy that just to sit there and do nothing. It will be used eventually. So there's no rush for me to actually, like, you know, get it up and running. It's going to take me a little while just to figure out how to, you know, get it connected to the PC through the internet, so I can do like I was doing. So it like play via the HDMI cable, through the HDMI capture card, through the PC, then through the Xbox app, kind of, you know, because that's what's on there at the moment, the Xbox app. The Xbox, that one there, is not connected to my TV. It's connected through this HDMI box down here, and that HDMI box is connected to the PC. So, yeah. Right, cheers watching, and hopefully I'll get up and running by tonight or tomorrow. I ain't rushing. I don't want to be, like, you know, fucking it up and have to take it back. And yeah, I'll catch you all later. Bye for now.